Greetings, and welcome to OroCommerce's video tutorial series. This is Rhonda with Oro Inc., and today I'll be demonstrating how to configure global pricing in OroCommerce. OroCommerce's global pricing configuration settings allow sellers to configure default pricing settings such as price precision, rounding strategy, define price lists, enable configured currencies, and more. Additionally, sellers can further customize the price list settings for individual websites, customers, and customer groups. For more information, please see our related video in the media library. In this tutorial, we'll demonstrate how to set up these default options to configure default price lists, their priority and merge strategy, specify an onset in hours that helps launch combined price list recalculations before a price change is activated, enable all or some currencies from the allowed currencies list to be used in OroCommerce's storefront and management console. Select the currency that is shown by default in the OroCommerce storefront and management console. To configure these price settings, navigate to the main system menu and use the drop-down to select Configuration. Expand Commerce, expand Catalog, and click on Pricing. To change any of the default options, you must first uncheck the Use Default checkbox to open the fields for editing. Under the Pricing Precision field, add the number of digits that are allowed in the fractional part of the price. For example, a precision of 4 enables sellers to use prices like 10.0001. By default, the pricing precision is set to 4. Use the drop-down to select a pricing rounding type. This option allows you to configure the rounding type that's used when the calculated product price has more digits in the fractional part than allowed by the pricing strategy value. By default, OroCommerce uses the half-up rounding strategy. Rounding options include CL rounds to the nearest integer that is not less than the price with the fractional part. For example, 23.5 is rounded to 24. 23.3 is rounded to 24. 23.7 is rounded to 24. Floor rounds to the nearest integer that does not exceed the price with the fractional part. For example, 23.5 is rounded to 23. 23.3 is rounded to 23. And 23.7 is rounded to 23. Half down uses seal rounding for the prices with the fractional part that is bigger than 0.5 and uses floor rounding for the prices with a fractional part that is lower or equal to 0.5. For example, 23.5 is rounded to 23. 23.3 is rounded to 23, and 23.7 is rounded to 24. Half up uses seal rounding for the prices with the fractional part that is bigger than or equal to 0.5 and uses floor rounding for the prices with the fractional part that is lower than 0.5. For example, 23.5 is rounded to 24. 23.3 is rounded to 23, and 23.7 is rounded to 24. Half even uses seal rounding for the prices with the fractional part that is bigger than 0.5, uses floor rounding for prices with the fractional part that is lower than 0.5, and rounds the price to the nearest even integer when the price fraction is exactly 0.5. For example, 23.5 is rounded to 24, and 24.5 is rounded to 24. For more detailed information on these rounding types, please see the information in the OroCommerce documentation library. Under the default price list options, use the drop-down to add price lists to be available for customers. If you would like to add additional price lists, click on the plus Add Price List button. You can use the double-sided arrows to drag and drop the price lists in the appropriate priority order. OroCommerce searches for the product price in the top priority price list first. If a price cannot be found on that list, OroCommerce will search the item for the next highest priority price listed if the Merge Settings checkbox is checked. The Merge checkbox allows you to configure flexible price options and allows prices to overlap. This means that when multiple price lists are available to a customer, the system will combine the price tiers of the same product for those price tiers. For example, if price list 1 has product A for $46 and price list 2 has product A for $40, when Merge is turned on, merging will display the lower priced item available for the product. If you do not merge price lists, even if both price lists are available to the customer, only the higher priority price will display for the product. Under price list calculations, in the offset of processing CPL prices, sellers can enter a time frame in hours before the scheduled price change, when the price list recalculation and index should happen to prepare for actual prices on the OroCommerce storefront. This allows sellers to schedule the recalculation so it's completed by the time the price list is expected to go live. Store admins should take into consideration the estimated time for price calculations and consider pricing rules and scheduling time, as not to put an unnecessary load on the system during peak hours. In the price list strategy, select a pricing strategy. Available options are minimal prices and merge by priority. Price selection strategy determines the order in which the product prices should be combined when there are prices of the same tier price in multiple price lists that are assigned to the customer. Setting strategy to minimal prices means that the absolute lowest price list from all the combined price lists is displayed for the customer. Selecting merge by priority means that the price list priority and merge allowed flags determine the price that is displayed to the customer. In the Display Currencies section, select the currencies to be enabled and displayed on the storefront globally. This option is available for enterprise customers only. Use Shift and click to click more than one. In the default currency, select the default currency for the storefront. When you're finished, click the Save Settings button in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Please keep in mind that the website configuration level has a higher priority and overrides these configuration settings. The customer group configuration overrides the website configuration, and customer level has the highest priority. Thanks for watching. For more video tutorials, please check out our website at www.orocommerce.com/media-library and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay informed of the latest tutorials and webinars.